Hi, it's Simple Life Hack again with Daramola Ayodeji, and glad to have you today. And guess what? The guest we're having today is not just an educationist. I'm already giving you hints as to who you'll be listening to. So she isn't just an educationist. She is um, a lover of fun. Like you can't be around her and be bored. She's interesting to be with. Always excited. Trust me, you're gonna enjoy every bit of this session. Let's meet you, ma.
Okay, I am Joyce Amatushera, popularly known and called Miss Amat by friends, colleagues, and most especially my students. I'm an educator par excellence. I've been in the class and I'm still in the class for the past 23, 24 years.
Oh my God.
I've been in the
They
classroom.
never born some of us. So.
Teaching teenagers. I'm within that range from 11 to 17, 18. I'm within that range. And I teach English language and literature in English language.
Can you tell us the meaning of your name, Amatosero?
Wow, it's a job-breaking name, but it's a very interesting name.
Okay.
It's a name I personally made an investigation. It's a name in the Bible, so to speak.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
But it's in my dialect.
Okay.
Amatushero, the full way to call it is it's in two parts. One, Amatorisheru,
Anyway.
meaning you do not know the thought of God.
Okay.
Then secondly, Amatorisheru, meaning we know the thought of God. And like I said, from the Bible, I know the thoughts of God towards me, thought of good
and not of evil.
and not of evil. So,
And
because it's a job-breaking name, my students just gave me that short form, Amat. Yeah. And that's why I've been popularly known and called Miss Amat.
Do you know, I don't even know a name could be as long as that. Sounding like tripono. What was that chemistry stuff again? Sound like hi. Whoever came up with the idea of Amat is good. I beg.
Yes, Amat for sure.
Oh, come on.
You know, my student hardly knew that Amat is the short form. They just called me.
Let them not know. Or else they will murder the name. They will murder the name. All right. Let's move it. So what's the most outdated educational practice you think we should ditch, we should throw away, forever?
Now, when you say outdated, like I will always say, education, just like fashion, revolves. It goes round. What was outdated then could be in vogue now, being modernized.
Yeah.
And because it was in the past, does not mean it's outdated now.
Okay.
It suits those in the past.
Okay.
When they were in the past.
Okay.
It might not suit us now. Does not mean it's outdated. Education is learning, ongoing learning, learning in progress. So I wouldn't really hammer on one in particular. Because mostly these days they will tell you flogging.
I was about going to that. That's what prompted this question.
Outdated, but the truth is once in a while. Yes.
I don't agree. Do you guys agree?
The Bible says it.
When the Bible says the rod, does it literally mean rod?
It could mean literal. It could also mean connotative, denotative. So whichever way you want to take it. But the truth is, once in a while, especially when children are just growing up, it's not all the time they listen or they, get what you are saying by word of mouth. Once in a while, you beat that naughtiness out of them,
I still not agree.
especially when they are growing
I
up.
still not agree. I don't agree. I
That's
don't
why you
agree.
call it outdated. I call
That's even
it
what prompted this question.
necessity. When there is the need, if
Nah.
it's necessary,
No,
you
I
give
don't
it.
agree. I don't agree. I don't agree. I don't agree. That's what
Mm,
prompted this question. Like let's do it with that idea of
okay.
no.
Spanking? No. I wouldn't want spanking to be totally eradicated. No. Ha ha ha. Then we'll be in trouble.
Guys, if you agree with drop your comment on the comment section.
Especially when children are growing up. Once in a while, once a child repeatedly is naughty, you give it. That child fears. That child, there's this resetting. There's this fear of, wow, I don't want this.
Can you guys see me? No. You know, growing up when
Like
you do
I
like this.
said, when growing up, because there comes a stage whereby flogging, beating, spanking will not
I
do it.
don't agree with flogging, guys. I don't agree with flogging.
Well,
they should do it with it. Nobody should come and
totally.
I don't want it.
Then we will be in trouble.
We will not be in trouble. We don't want
We will
it.
be in trouble.
All right, let's move it. If you agree with please drop your comment on the comment section. And if you are on my part, please drop your comment. Because I know some of the Gen Zs, not my contemporaries, my age bracket will understand what I'm saying. We don't, you know, it felt bad then when they were flogging you. Imagine you sleeping at night and your mom will be like, so what was that thing you were doing during the day? At that time, you know nobody is going to come for your rescue. Nobody's coming to the rescue. You're just on your own. And no, they should eradicate that. No. We don't want nothing
Well,
like that.
I said, age matters. When growing up, some certain age you need to apply it. Why some certain age you need to apply? Sit down. Let's talk.
Now.
I prefer, when I was growing up, I prefer you take a cane and flog me. I just feel the pain once and I'm gone. I never liked it when my big mommy would say, sit down. The moment she calls you to say, sit down.
I would have preferred.
Oh,
Yeah, let her talk to me.
You will not. Because our words are like, piercing. She will talk. Very, very soft too, but forget it. As in, you just be like, it's okay now, I'm sorry. But it's a lie. She wouldn't look at you. She will continue to the extent no. But that does not mean she did not spank us. But like I said, at some certain age, spanking.
Not necessarily. True. Yes. Like as old as we are now, would someone want to spank us? Except a military personnel or someone like that. I wouldn't
spank you, but my words
I will run.
Heavier than the
I will run. If you want to start talking, I will run. I will run.
Of course, and you run. And at this time, I can't run after you, so I will not even go spanking you. No, I'll be wasting time, energy, and so forth. No, I wouldn't.
I will run. I will run. Guys, I know you are with me. I know you are with me on this one. Don't agree with that.
Of course, the Gen Zs.
Yeah. Cheers to you guys. All right, let's move on.
Okay.
All right. So, if you could teach any topic without worrying about curriculum standard, what topic would that be?
Topic. Okay, in my discipline, of course. I'll go with grammatical structure and function, which most students find very, very difficult.
I'm one of them.
And the truth is,
I don't like it.
It is a necessary evil, because as long as you are going to write WAEC, NECO, you meet it. But it's a very interesting topic. And my dear, once I sit you down to teach you, you fall in love with it.
I don't want it. I don't want the idea of school again, guys. I don't want. This will not be part of the whole show. I don't want
life.
Okay, I don't want the idea of the setting of the four walls of classroom. I don't want that idea again. Okay. Please, I don't want it. I think that's the best thing to say. That's right.
Online schooling is what is.
Yes, you do courses online, you get certified online, all of that at the comfort of your home.
I get you.
That I thought you say something like part of speech. I enjoy it.
Yes,
I enjoy that one.
Between literature and English, yeah.
Yeah, I would love that one. I want something that will be easy.
Part
Number
of
one.
space,
Yeah.
figures of
I don't
speech.
want to. Don't please don't bring figures.
Oh Lord.
Don't bring it. All this personification. With him around. No, no,
Yes.
no, no. Till now, I don't even. There's one I used to call. Is it hyperbole? Hyperbole. You know hyperbole, guys.
Hyperbole.
Oh, okay. Hyperbole. I
Hyperbole.
thought it's hyperbole. Oh, my bad. Sorry. My bad.
Exaggeration.
Oh, okay. I thought it's hyperbole. My bad. Let's
Yeah,
move on.
I'm so sure while you were in school,
I
you
never
were
liked
like,
English. I'm not sure I liked
okay,
English. Was there any teacher I even liked? I think the only teacher I liked then could be the man taking us PHE because I just enjoyed the idea of sports.
okay, activity.
Yes, I
Okay,
enjoyed it. And music,
okay,
I loved music. But anything
okay,
that's the math, lucky. I think I got to understand math, or I began to fall in love with math when my older brother began to, show me the secret. He's more of
your
a good
elder
guy. My
brother,
older brother, yeah,
your
he's
elder
good. Yeah,
brother.
he's very good with
Okay,
mathematics. So before I left primary school, I think my early years in junior secondary school, I began to fall in love with mathematics. Before then, I never liked mathematics. So in a nutshell,
thank you, elder brother. Thumbs up.
yeah, this for you, bro. Bro, talk whatever you, I know you can see this. So that was just it for me. I never liked the idea of academy. I mean, is it school? The idea of school, I never liked it. I just want to. Oh God,
Okay,
let's move it on.
understandable.
I never liked school. Till now, I don't like it. Apologies to academicians and all of that. I don't like school. All right, let's move it. So
Okay,
what's the biggest myth about your chosen career that you've encountered? That myth, people that never believe.
the teacher's reward is in heaven,
Mm,
and I tell people my reward starts from
even me,
the
oh,
space
my mom is a teacher.
and ends in heaven.
Good.
Why? I get rewarded every day.
Mm,
How? The progress of my students is a reward to me. The joy I see on the faces of my students
mm,
once they get what I'm trying to communicate to them
mm-hmm,
is a reward to me. That milestone, that significant to me,
mm-hmm,
but insignificant to others,
mm,
is a reward to me.
mm,
And the joy of seeing my student coming back
mm.
after years, some even, of course, they know me, some I might have forgotten,
Yeah, faces.
especially the good ones,
Mm.
but the naughty ones you hardly forget.
Yeah, true that.
That is my reward. And they come back, oh, Mr. Man, Mr. Man, Mr. Man. That is my reward. So
Mm.
for me,
How about the
as
money now?
teachers,
Let's talk about the resource, the financial. It's money, oh. It should be money, please.
money is needed.
Very needed, though. Very needed.
It's an essential tool.
Yeah.
And teachers, of course, it's widely believed that teachers are never paid
Yeah.
well.
Especially in this part of the
True.
part of the world, this part of the country.
You can't fully pay me.
Mm.
No, I tell people, you are only paying for the service part time.
Mm.
You can't pay me as a teacher for what I do.
Mm.
What will you pay for? Is it the counseling I do to my students?
Mm.
The caring?
Mm.
A student comes to the school with tattered clothes. In my bag, I was taught.
People are more like parents,
Why?
actually.
Yes. Why? In my early years of teaching, I was taught by one of my administrator then. He said, as a teacher, you are all in all. You are the demigod to that child. In my purse, I have needle and thread up to now. It's a culture.
You're a complete teacher.
I have needle and thread. I have what's it called now? Button.
Okay.
Up till now. Why? Because I was taught while I was, growing up in teaching profession that you're a demigod. That child sees you as a solution.
Wow.
And so once a child is messed up, the child expects you as a teacher to fix it. The child is hungry from home. I've shared my food with my students, not once, not twice.
I'm not sure. I'm sorry.
I
will not share.
I'll quickly give you one. A student of mine came in one time. I think shoe got caught, and she just said, Miss Emma, I'm using your size. I'll take your shoe.
Hey.
And like joke, like play. Of course, they know I bring in extra slippers and whatever. And she took it for a whole term. I had to start putting on something else. When the mother came, the mother said, "Do you know? I was wondering because that was the boarding setting, a boarding house setting." And the mother came in at the end of the term, say, "Do you know when my daughter told me?" I was like, "Are you that close to your teacher that you can take up her
I've
shoes?"
seen.
And I said, "Look, since she wants it and it's her size and it's the school color, let her have it." I mean, that can you pay for that? No, but that's the job.
Thank God I'm not. I'll not agree. Oh. You can't come and carry my shoe. No, 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 no.
No,
What's the meaning of
no,
that?
you will.
I can
When
only
you are
help
in
you.
that position, you will.
Maybe, and I can never be a woman. I'm sorry. I'm already a
It's
man.
not being a woman,
This
it's
is more
being
of a
a
motherly
teacher.
something,
No, men too are teachers
guys.
and they're good at it.
I'm sorry, guys. If
Except you want to say which is more affectionate as a teacher, a woman
woman,
or a man?
a woman, and most affection. Most men don't. Scale of 10, you say 3 men have affection, maybe 3 or 2, but women 8 to 9 of them are affectionate. So it's not a man kind of thing. I
If you
beg
say
you, I
so,
beg you. Let me teach you my math, my physics, and leave the class for you. If you
if
have
you
a
say
problem,
so.
go and meet a counselor or whoever.
Okay.
Let's move on.
Okay.
Hope you guys are having a nice time. Let's move it. So, so how do you make learning fun for yourself?
For myself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. For myself, learning is two ways. I teach and I learn.
Okay.
I teach the student, fine and good, but also learn from them.
Okay.
So how do I make it fun for myself?
Yeah.
First and foremost, I make it fun for them.
Okay.
Before teaching, I'll think of several ways to make this interesting,
Okay.
to simplify it,
Okay.
to make it, something they can relate to.
Okay.
The Gen Zs of nowadays,
Of
they
course.
love technology.
Yeah.
And so what do? I go into technology.
Okay.
I go to the site. I use Kahoot, one of the ways of teaching with games.
I don't know. I am not an
Don't worry.
educationist.
They know Kahoot.
I don't know.
And I generate questions using Kahoot. I make sure they're in pairs, they're in teams, and we have fun. The more they have fun, the more I have fun because there is this competition among them. There is,
But it seems to it appears to be like this whole thing she's talking about is only obtainable in these days and time. Growing up, it wasn't like this for those of our teachers. Oh. They don't like they give us basketball, so it's because you're. I think the way you're.
No, okay, maybe because again, the way I was taught, now that I'm a teacher, there are some ways I was taught I wouldn't want to replicate.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
I will not.
Back then they'll be like, "Do you understand? I don't understand. Look at you. You can never understand.
Yes.
Stand up.
Yes.
This kind of thing."
I will not. That's being a teacher, you learn, you relearn, you unlearn.
Okay.
So there are some things and there are some ways I was taught I need to unlearn.
Okay.
I need to relearn some things. I need to unlearn some things. So
it's a good one. It's a good one. I like the way you have your own fun. It's a good one. Let's move it.
Okay.
So, what's the most memorable lesson you've ever taught? Like, might not literally be a topic in your subject, but maybe just you taught a lesson to a student or a learner of yours. The most memorable.
Okay. There was one I taught in Kano. I'm talking about 2001. Yes, that was my first year in teaching. I taught this boy called, and funniest thing then, I taught this boy called Usama. That was when 9/11 happened. So I call him Usama bin Laden.
Oh my God.
Yes, that's why I can never forget him. Usama, I taught him in Kano, and Usama is such a grown-up boy. The Northerners, they hardly go to school. But he just woke up one day and he said, I want to be an engineer. And so he
Okay.
came into the school, and of course he gave tough time. Osama will tell you in Hausa then, because of Osama, I had to start learning how to speak and write, even though it was, the elementary stage in Hausa,
Wow.
because of Osama. Why? He told me point blank, I don't need English.
Oh wow.
I'm only in school for chemistry, physics, biology. And I said, Osama, English is
It's
compulsory.
compulsory.
He said, well, that's my own. I don't need English. And I thought, seriously, I prayed. And I said, God, please. And why? Osama was so big and so daring.
Hmm.
He stood and told me point blank. And
English.
other students feared Osama.
Hmm.
So I thought of, how do I get this boy? Because I know once I get to Osama, I can get the attention of others.
Yes.
How do I get him? And yours truly, God gave me wisdom.
Yeah.
I just called him. I said to Osama, let's have a deal. Get your English textbook. Hmm? I will teach the class. Then it was 40 minutes.
Okay.
I said I will teach the class for 20 minutes. You will sit down, nobody talks, you listen. After 20 minutes, you will teach me what I have taught you for the next 20 minutes. He looked at me. He said, Malama, you serious? I said, yes. He said, you serious? I said, yes. You know what he did? The next day, he came with his textbook. One, he also came with an exercise book for me. He said, take your own. He gave me the textbook. And so I taught, then I won't forget, I taught verb. It was verb I taught. Action word, doing word, I taught verb. And I taught it as simple as I could then. I jumped up, I clapped, I sang, within 20 minutes. Once it was 20 minutes, Osama said, Malama, time. And I sat down. Do you know Osama taught that same topic and everybody was involved? Everybody
That's quite.
in that class. It was a large class. Wow, since that day, Osama was my instrument of getting to others.
Yeah, because others listen to him, so he can literally
Lord
control
have
everybody.
mercy. Osama bin Laden, let me give you the shocker. He will never come on Friday.
Okay.
He will never. That's his policy. He will tell you that, look, I'm going to the farm. I'm going to mosque. You won't come to school. But anytime there is test on Friday, English test, Osama will be in class. He will be in school.
Wow.
Osama, and I really thank God I had that encounter with him at my early stage of teaching, because it taught me how to relate to a student. It's not all the time you go with force.
Yeah.
At times dialogue does it. So
Actually,
with that,
I think dialogue does it most at times, or mostly even. It does it most. Wow, that's quite memorable. I'm beginning to create a mental picture of how it was then. Like,
no, you wouldn't want to. Well,
you tried for a northerner. Let's leave it there. Let's leave it there. Let's leave it there. Okay, so the next one. So what or if you could switch life with one of your students for a day, who would it be? Your current student.
My current student.
Yeah. Just the name. I know he or she would, get to see this.
Current student.
Yes.
Wow. This is a tight corner. At the moment, I have 69 students.
Okay.
Which of them would I want to switch life with? That's a very tight
Yeah,
one.
yeah. I know, right? I know.
Because all of them have their own peculiarities.
So that's one that you would prefer. That's that one.
Mm, well, I want to switch with Aremu.
Aremo. Okay,
Aremu.
okay.
Aremu is a very special student
Wow,
and special to me. He goes on his own. He's very, very calm. You dare not step on Aremu's toes. He's very calm, very, very calm. But Aremu is a special student.
wow.
And at times, and he's so close to me.
Mm,
All other students know. I mean, if nobody does assignment, Aremu would do.
wow.
And if Aremu does not do, every other student will want me to punish Aremu. But once, oh, Aremu, Aremu is a special child.
Wow.
A special child. I want to switch. Why? I want to know how it feels to be who he is.
Wow. That's coming from a place of empathy now.
Yes, I want to know how it feels to be this
Special, right?
Yes, special. I want to know how it feels.
Wow.
Every other person has friends. Not that he does not have friends, but Aremu is always on his own. I want to know how it feels.
Aremo, I'm pretty sure you're gonna see this someday.
Aremu is my boy.
You're gonna see this.
Honestly,
She likes the idea of you.
Aremu knows he's very dear to my heart. Aremu knows.
You got a heart. Aremo, I think I don't know you, but wherever you are, I think you're worth it also. You're worth
Aremu
it.
knows.
That's a good one. So let's go to this. Let's bring it down to Nigeria now.
Okay.
So if you could redesign the educational system in Nigeria, what changes would you make? Let's even look at the curriculum. What would you change the curriculum? What changes would you make?
To start off with the curriculum,
Mm.
I want teachers in class to design the curriculum. Because I think what we have is we have our senior colleagues, our profs, our doctors designing the curriculum.
Okay.
They're not in class.
Okay.
I want teachers in class
to design the curriculum.
to design it.
The Minister of Education, or
We know.
those of you are in the top space in the educational settings or the educational space. This is for you.
No, but
This is really for you. You can't just bring someone that is not experiencing something or that is not going through something to begin to provide solution, right? I think that's more of what you're saying, right? So if you're gonna, I learned that they used to have this curriculum adjustment. Is it after 6 years or 3 years? I don't know. National curriculum, they used to adjust it 3 years.
Most times.
Maybe you should seek the consent of these teachers, like those ones really teach, not the two ones. I mean the ones that are really dealing with this, this something very well. Maybe you should seek. This is for Minister of Education or whoever it is. I don't know. This is just for you. I agree with you, man. Just go on.
Yeah, like I said, I want teachers in class to design the curriculum.
Yeah.
Let's do the adjustment.
Mm-hmm.
We know where we are coming from. Mm-hmm. We know where we are now.
Mm-hmm.
And we know where we want these children to move up to. Yes, I'm not saying the curriculum is bad. No. Of course, you need a platform to work on.
Yeah, sure.
So we could work on that. But I really desire teachers in class to design, to modernize this curriculum. One. Then I also want teachers to have this high esteem.
Yeah.
I think we have been battered.
Okay, good. Nobody. If you ask any child, would you like to be a teacher? Say no.
No.
God forbid.
I never wanted to be
most
a teacher.
People.
Never.
Most people.
We as teachers need to have this high esteem about ourselves. Feel good about what you do. You are not there by accident. If peradventure you entered by accident, as long as you are in it, take pride in what you do.
True.
Take pride in it.
True. This is really...
The money might not measure up, fine and good, but seriously, I'm so proud to be a teacher. Anywhere I go, I tell you, I'm an educator. I mean, from my speech to my dressing to my comportment, you just know. Most times I don't tell people what I do. They just say, you look like a teacher. When your teacher come, take pride in what you do.
Okay. So how do you cope with Gen Zs, in your profession? I mean, as a teacher,
Well,
as an educationist.
as a teacher, how do I cope with Gen
Mm-hmm.
Zs? Mm, you know, like Gen Zs, they are not in the same world,
Yeah, true, true.
and the first and foremost, what I do,
Yeah.
I come down to the level.
Okay.
I try to enter into their world because they have the different world from where I'm coming from. My world and their world is totally different. I enter into their world, make them my friend, try to know more. I even tell them to teach me some
Okay.
things.
Okay.
Try to know more about the current things. Try to know the trending things. Make them my friend.
Mm.
But I draw the line.
Yeah.
They know where they shouldn't
Oh,
cross.
okay. Oh, okay.
They know it.
Okay. Gen Zs.
They know where
Gen
they
Zs.
should not cross. Once you're crossing the line, they retrace. They know.
Mm.
So how do I go about it? I make them my friend. I try to let them teach me. It's always teaching, teaching. If I really want to get information, I switch.
Mm.
Teach me. Tell me more about this. Tell me more about this. And of course, they are very eager to teach,
Mm-hmm.
especially technology. They want to be the teacher. I be the learner. You teach me. We're
Mm.
friends. We are cool. But you know where to draw the line.
Interesting. Interesting. That's a good one because either we like it or not, it's a generation we have to reckon with. I'm not far away from them either. I'm not far away. Just a little, 2 year difference, Gen Z it's your world, Actually, it's your world. You rule the world. I give it to you guys. I give it to you guys. You guys. Okay, so wrapping it up now. You see, all work without play makes Jack a dull boy, and all play without work make Jack a lazy boy or a mumu boy. Let me use that word. Mumu. Sorry, cut. So what do you do for fun? Like, what do you do for fun?
What do I
Leisure.
do for fun? I like visiting.
Okay.
Hmm. I like traveling.
Okay.
I like traveling
A
a
lot.
lot. I like traveling.
Like, how many states in Nigeria have you been to so far?
Okay. I school in Zaria,
Okay.
that's Kaduna.
Okay.
I schooled in Kano.
Okay.
I schooled in Lagos. I was born and brought up in Lagos.
Okay.
I served in Enugu.
Okay.
I currently work in Abuja.
Mm.
I've been to Port Harcourt.
Okay.
I'm from Delta,
Mm-hmm.
so I've been to Delta.
Mm-hmm.
I've been to Kwara,
Okay. Oh,
Ilorin.
wow. That's my state, actually.
Okay. I've been to Mina, Niger.
Niger State, that's actually where I grew up from.
I've been to Ibadan,
Or your state.
Oyo.
Ah,
Yes.
your Ajala travel all
I've
over the
been
world. You know this song?
to
Ajala
yes.
travel. She's the one.
Unbelievable. I've been to hold on. I've been to Mbise.
Okay.
I've been to Anambra. I've been to Imo.
You've been everywhere
I've been
virtually.
to where again
Wow.
in the let me see. I can't. I've been in the north. Where in the north again? I've been to Casina.
Okay.
I've been to where again? I've been to uh, uh, um,
You're almost.
Abeokuta.
Oh God, you've been virtually to everywhere.
I've been to. I like traveling.
Obvious. It's
I,
obvious.
I,
It's
I love
obvious.
traveling.
It's
I love
obvious.
traveling. So Traveling is one of the ways through which I catch my phone.
Mm-hmm.
I also, oh God, I like watching movies.
I know.
But
I
at
know you with that.
times, the movies will watch me
Which
to
implies
the
she sleeps
end.
off.
But I like watching movies. But if the movie is interesting,
Yeah.
God, I can watch it like 10 times.
Oh wow. Oh
Should
wow.
I tell you a movie I
Yeah,
watched
yeah,
10
yeah. I was about
times?
to ask that. Which movie is that?
Funke Akindele movie,
Okay, Funke, this is for you.
the Tribe of Judah.
Tribal Judah.
I
Okay.
can dissect it.
I actually enjoyed that movie.
Dissect.
Funke,
I mean,
this is for
each
you.
time I watch it, I get a new perspective to
Okay.
it. Each time I watch it. And the latest now, Straw.
I'm not saying
At
that.
least
I'm not
I've
saying that.
watched Straw like 3 times now.
No.
Each time I watch it, I try to bring out something. So, movies, okay.
Mm, I'm not
And
the
I
movie
like
type.
cooking.
Because virtually every woman would love to cook.
Really,
And I like to eat. One of my hobby.
I like cooking.
I
So,
like
of
eating.
course, when you cook, it goes into your mouth.
Yeah, I
And
like
my
cooking.
body tells you that. Yeah. Okay.
And she cooks. I've eaten. One of the times she cooked. I eat.
Mm.
I ate. I think I've eaten her food twice. I ate her food twice. She cooked. She's trying. It's just
I
that
take.
she could be troublesome sometimes.
Of course, I'm a teacher. I need to trouble you,
There are times she punches me. There
which
are
is
times she
normal.
pinches me.
Normal.
This ought to be off camera, but I will say it. I'm reporting that to you guys. She does
It's
that a lot.
normal.
She bullies me.
All my student knows.
She bullies me.
I know where to.
But no problem. And she's such an awesome, awesome individual.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
All right. However it is, I know you guys had a nice time. You enjoyed this whole series. And you know how we do. We're still gonna bring her back one of these days again. You know, right? We'll prepare on the day. We'll bring her back. I know you guys had a nice time. Please, whatever your comment is, drop your comment on the comment section. If you would like to be part of this one of these days, just let us know, and we'll have some sort of discussion as to how to go about it. You know how we do it. So I'm glad you stayed put to the end of this show. And one more time, we're grateful for our guest today. Thank you so much, ma, for honoring
Thank
this
you.
invitation. See you guys some other time. Cheers.